First up, Medicare. It's been talked about a lot lately, with both the government and the opposition saying they're going to boost funding to make going to the doctor more affordable. Here's Justina.
How much does it cost for you guys to go to the doctors?
Oh, my last doctor, it was about 120.
About 50? I won't lie, I don't remember the last time I actually went to the doctors, so I don't know.
Yeah, going to the docs can be a bit pricey these days. So the government's just announced plans to ease the cost a bit. The Prime Minister announced a massive $8.5 billion over the next 4 years to make more doctors' visits bulk billed, which basically means the government will foot the bill to see a GP through Medicare instead of the patient.
All you need is this card. Your Medicare card is what you need to get the best health care that you deserve. That's the Australian way.
I bulk bill because I can't afford to go to the doctor otherwise.
I have had to put off an appointment to find the finances to do it.
The opposition says it'll do the same if it gets in at the election, although it has raised some questions about how it's all going to work.
I think it's a fair question for the Prime Minister as to where the money's going to come from.
While some doctors are worried that it still won't be enough money for them to cover costs and give Aussies the best quality of care.
To bulk bill, we would be seeing patients about twice as often. We wouldn't get the same GP all the time and be very much churn and burn.
For my doctor, I would think it would be worse because then she'll have a bigger workload.
If the money is being used properly and in the right spots, then I don't see how that could be a problem at all.
I think it'll be beneficial. Definitely swaying my vote a little bit.
The government has announced plans to make parks, beaches and playgrounds more accessible for people with disabilities. It says it's going to invest $17.1 million into things like sealed paths, all-terrain wheelchairs and bigger bathrooms in community spaces. And for wheelchair users like Shane here, it's a positive step in the right direction.
The well-being and mental health aspect and the social inclusion aspect of everyone to be able to go to the beach is huge.
Now we're going to meet Charlie from New South Wales, who's a big fan of shearing sheep. Check it out.
I'm from Colcan. I'm in year 8. We live on a farm. I love shearing sheep and I have a few of my own sheep.
Yep, Charlie here has been hand shearing sheep since he was just 5 years old.
Dad and Mum were always shearing and Mum wouldn't let me use like what Dad was using. So Dad bought me a pair of blades and I just sort of learned how to shear with the blades.
He's gotten pretty good at it since then.
Sort of just squeeze them together and it cuts it. Well, most of the time it does.
In fact, Charlie's now so good at shearing sheep with blades, he was asked to give a demonstration at a local trade fair.
You don't get as many done as what you do with the electric ones, but it's quite fun.
But that doesn't mean he's not also a fan of the more modern electric shearing methods, where he just set a new personal record of 150 sheep in one go.
Some people get quite surprised and they think I'm telling them lies.
And he says he wants more young people to give it a go.
Tell them it's fun and they can work it out themselves and then try and get them to come out here one day and have a shear. Just sort of like doing it and it's fun and everyone goes away on holidays as a family, but we just shear as a family.
Oh, you might want to grab your brollies for these next stories because it's raining cats and dogs. A family in Tasmania has been reunited with their cat that went missing 4 years ago. Archimedes went missing in Brisbane, where the family lived in 2021. Earlier this month, he was found and brought into an animal shelter, where his microchip connected him with his owner. Archimedes has now made the journey to Hobart and settled back in with his family. Chinese tech company Deep Robotics has unveiled its latest in robotic dog capabilities. Gone are the days of slow and rigid movements. Now they're able to climb steep slopes, navigate high platforms, and move upstairs with ease. Impressive, and yet slightly terrifying. And finally, check out these very good boys and girls from the British Siberian Husky Dog Championship, where, as you can see, Huskies pull these tricycle-like sleds through a forest.
I absolutely love working with the dogs. It's just great to be out there trying to get all the turns right and trying to get everything done. It's great.
Well, that's all we've got for today, but we'll be back tomorrow with more. Bye! Oh, gonna need another brolly.